resounding episode of your favorite weekly sports show. It is ITC Sportsball with your man Jerome Span. Of course, we've got the one and only, the legendary.
You know it's your boy Mace. We here, we ready.
And then, of course, we always have in the building, too, the resident troll of ITC. He is our producer, our guy, Daryl.
Yay, spirit fingers.
Yeah.
So y'all already see what kind of day it's going to be around here. But we are happy to have you guys here again this week. And, you know, this is week number 2 for our video show. And get to see all these handsome faces, you know what I'm saying? Especially mine. I know I'm the pretty guy around here. You know what I mean? If this was WWE, I'm Roman Reigns and y'all the Usos. That's right. You heard it right.
First off, bro, I'm handsome as fuck. Also, I still look young. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all look young too. If I shave this off right here, I look extra young. I look baby young. Hey, listen here, Hulk Hogan mustache. You gonna stop making that face at me, all right?
The fucking the Hulkamania gonna make a return one of these days for the video. I don't know when. As soon as I get caught at my job for having a full facial hair, as soon as they take off the mask mandates. And I gotta go in that bitch barefaced again. Hey, bro, I be hiding a full ass beard in that bitch, boy. I be having that map.
My God.
Oh, I love this guy, man. I love this guy. Can you just imagine it up there? This nigga be coming in the job like a ninja. He'd be like, hey, what's happening, y'all? How y'all doing today?
Hey, you think I'm bullshit, boy? I slide. Hey, as soon as I pull in the parking lot, boy, I be.
Might as well weave up a James Harden beard and call it a day.
Little do they know, I'm out here got a full ass beard.
Oh, man, that is hilarious. Well, kind of got us a little sidetracked there talking about Mason, his facial hair, but we are back again this week to give you another resounding episode here of ITC Sportsball. But leading into this week, we are going to start off with the continuation of the Aaron Rodgers saga. There has been quite a lot of, terrible statements by Aaron Rodgers on things, but he just doesn't seem to understand things. And he decided again on November 5th to, put his foot in his mouth again. And he said this idea that it's a pandemic of the unvaccinated is just totally a lie. Now, multiple places such as PolitiFact put out a whole story on this. And what Aaron Rodgers said there has been false, has been classified as purely false. So with this continuing to go on and on with Aaron Rodgers, at this point, what do you guys feel can be done? Because it's shown that the NFL is not going to suspend him, but he is continuing to go out here and put out this disinformation. So how should Aaron Rodgers be treated by the NFL, and how should the public treat him going forward here?
I mean, the NFL, they need to gather some facts together and pretty much put their spokesman out on wherever that he can get on TV, you know what I'm saying? And like, hey, bro, this is how the NFL feels about this situation. Here are facts to back our feelings and how we've handled things. Because at this point, man, it's just so many people have an outlet to lie that you pretty much just stick with the person that makes you feel comfortable about your beliefs at this point. And it's just like somebody needs to rein this in and be like, nah, bro, we have these mandates in place because these are the facts that we've gathered, and this is the best actions for us to take. So if you don't comply with that for whatever reason, then you need to shut up.
Yes, very much so. Daryl, how do you think that things should be handled with him moving forward?
think they should do the right thing and handle it, but they're not. So since he's a star, a big time quarterback, he ain't gonna. He thinks he can break all the rules. He can do whatever he wants. So we can say like they should do this, that, and the third, but we all know the truth and how things slowly process in the ways of trying to get these stars accountable for their actions. It's whatever. That's what I say.
And if you see, he still wasn't wearing a mask at the end of that game or in the press conference, none of that stuff. So it's like, is anybody going to say anything to him? Because, I mean, we know Green Bay not. We know that if Green Bay even so much as breathes on him the wrong way and their breath is too hot, he's out.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. But honestly, at this point, I don't know what the NFL can do beyond what they've done. If you weren't going to suspend him as your punishment for this, then I don't know how you prevent him from now going out there and still being careless in the ways that he is. I don't know how you do that. Unfortunately, you know, his actions are going to continue to put other people at risk, and that's very unfortunate. But to me, this is just another example of how spineless the NFL actually is, because they had a whole lot to say about Colin Kaepernick peacefully protesting, but they sure as hell don't got much of nothing to say about all these dudes out here not going to get the vaccine. They sure ain't got much to say. They real quiet.
Oh, speaking of vaccines, while we here right now, Antonio Brown did the most Antonio Brown thing that he could do.
That's exactly where I was gonna take it.
Listen, bro, as my man, dog, like we thought Antonio Brown, he was just gonna be cooling it in Tampa Bay, you know, winning. Nope, my boy had to Antonio Brown the whole situation up again, boy.
So, for those that don't know, the Antonio Brown situation is that it has now been put out by people around him that Antonio Brown got a fake vaccination card, and that's the card that he actually turned into the NFL. It looks bad. Now, look, they don't have 100% certainty, but I'm pretty sure if the NFL looks into it, it's probably going to come up as a fake vaccine card. And they have the report, they put it out, has the text messages and everything showing that it's his wife, right? That's his wife now, right? Or is it just still his girlfriend? I can't remember for sure or not. But they put out her text messages basically reaching out to someone else, seeing if they could find a way to purchase a fake vaccination card. So Daryl, with Antonio Brown submitting a fake vaccination card, how do you think the NFL should handle this? His face is I wish anyone who's just listening to this podcast, please go look at the YouTube of this, because Daryl's face is the best right now.
There's a lot of words I can say right now. There's a lot. Okay. First of all, let's get on him. How you be dumb enough to turn the fake card in the NFL? Let's get that straight right now. And then have a digital trail of your wife texting to find a freaking fake one to give. How can you do this? And then second of all, the NFL should just go ahead and just say, sorry, you out of here. and on top of that, you're on the one team, all teams as like the GOAT. You gotta get out. You gotta get out. You affect him, you give him COVID some reason, it's over. Get him out of here. They're gonna put all their money, they're gonna bury that man. That man is gonna be blacklisted. Why? Just why? That's just stupid.
That shit is so wild to me, man. Like,
but Daryl, do you feel like the NFL should suspend him for this?
This is not a suspension. This is not something you suspend somebody for. Like, since the whole time you be like, yeah, I got my vax. Yeah. And you over here Nothing. Not even the approved shot you got. You don't have nothing. You don't even have a booster. You just running around here just like, yeah, I'm good.
Over here
Total
breathing that
fraud out here.
COVID air on people, bro. This man over here playing ping pong with Tom Brady in the clubhouse and shit.
Eating hot Cheetos and everything,
Having
this
a
is
good old time, man. Honestly, bro, like if you suspend them, like how long is the suspension for? Do you tell them like, hey, you're suspended until you get at least one of your shots? Are we just going to give you an arbitrary time of suspension and then you have to like you're going to be strict on you with the COVID protocols? Like, I don't know how they handle it, but if he gets suspended and Aaron Rodgers does it, man, do I gotta say it?
Yeah, y'all know what it is, baby. Y'all know exactly what it is. Okay, plain out simple. I mean, look,
this is a fine. This is not a suspension. I'll say this is fine.
You'll say it's fine. That's fair. You personally, I'm gonna say you gotta at least sit down for a game. Just the same reason I felt with Aaron Rodgers. Y'all here lying, dog. Y'all here just. We're in the middle of a pandemic and you still out here lying. Like that being the baseline fact of this all, you got to sit down for a game. You got to. I understand what you're saying, Daryl, where you don't want to go over the top and you don't want to suspend a guy, right? You're trying to save the harshness of a suspension for things that are more punitive from the person, right? But the problem is that, number one, I hate to say this, but Antonio Brown, you already got a rep of doing wild stuff. Now you out here lying about having the vax and turning in the fake vaccine card. I mean, look, as much as we knocked Aaron Rodgers, Antonio Brown, you just as bad, brother. Like you sat here and were operating like you had the vaccine, but you knew you didn't. So I mean, come on, baby, you just as bad as Tom Brady. So I'm sorry, Aaron Rodgers. If I'm gonna say Aaron Rodgers got to sit down for a game, sorry, AB, you got to sit down for a game too, baby. You got to. I ain't got no choice in this matter. You left me no choice. You backed me in against the wall. Okay, I was a guy that was saying, hey, AB, if you can get your stuff together and start acting right and stop acting the clown all the time, you should get another shot. When other guys were saying, oh no, never give him another opportunity again. I was like, hey, give him another shot if he can get his stuff together, right? But come on, baby. You're lying about this vaccine in the middle of a pandemic, bro. When the numbers and stuff are coming out now showing that, hey, those of us that have gotten the vaccine already, we're probably going to have to get a booster because these idiots in our country that choose to just not get the vaccine some more are causing this pandemic to keep on going and going and going. Look, man, I know it's another country, but the Prime Minister of Ireland just came out this week, and he stated it in very, very straightforward terms. 95% of the adult population in Ireland is vaccinated. Okay? The 5% that are unvaccinated are what are causing the pandemic to keep going because they're infecting others and of that 5% of people, right, that aren't unvaccinated, they are taking up 50% of the beds in the ICUs in Ireland. Again, people, I don't know what we have to do to get it through to your head at this point if you haven't gotten it, but just take your ass out and go get that jab, baby. I don't know why you wouldn't do it at this point because, look, man, it's pretty clear at this point that, hey, guess what? All your thoughts of herd immunity and all that ain't going down. We got to get vaccinated for this. So go do what you got to do. I understand some people's reservations that they may have, but at the end of the day, unless you are a medical research scientist, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to hear about your reservations, bro, because what you're saying probably can be debunked within 2 sentences. So, sorry, go get the jab. It ain't that hard. It really isn't that hard. I just
a hard stab in the arm. That's it.
It's not even a hard one, bro. It's like it's such easy. Boop, boop. You're done. Lady puts it in your arm. Boop. You're done. They put the Band-Aid over it for you and everything.
I one
That's
that was
it.
nice. They didn't do that for me.
They didn't put a Band-Aid on you.
Damn, you need a Band-Aid, bro?
No,
rough
not
out
like
there.
that. Not how nice how he just explained it.
They treated me nice, bro.
Not-
Hey, I'm just telling you. Hey, look. I went where white people go. So I don't know, bro. So maybe that's why. I don't know.
When I got mine, there was an old white lady getting hers. So like I was in the right place.
Hey, look, what me and Mace tell all the black people that got reservations that think that, hey, maybe they might try to be experimental on us and getting down. Hey, man, just go where the white people go. Okay, that white person gonna get the same jab you are. So hey, if they coming after you, that means they're going after them too, baby. So they don't have no special box where it's like,
all right, they just bring
vaccines.
They put the code in, that shit pop up, smoke come out.
Y'all believe they're gonna turn the
They gotta
zombies
they gotta put on some extra gloves, some radiation resistant gloves and shit. They got it's not like that. It's just go to the fancy CVS.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. That's all you got to do. Go to the CVS over in the good part of town, and I promise you.
Exactly. Just go where the rich people are. Go where the rich people are. That's all you got to do. If you're that worried about it, just go there. But to not get stuck talking about this vaccine here, because boy, I mean, I think we could clown people all day long for not going to get this vaccine. We have got a decent UFC card that me and Terrell actually covered pretty in depth on the old Inside the Cage with Terrell Campbell and Jerome Spann. So make sure you go and check that out. We recorded that earlier this week. So I believe it should be already posted, but I will be posting it again on the Inside the Cage Facebook page and on my Twitter, so you guys will see it. Boom. So make sure you go like it, go listen to it, love it, subscribe to it, share it. But covered some of this, but the main one that I actually want to speak to Mr. Daryl, our insider here, our hot pick specialist for UFC. The reason I want to talk about this fight is because it is the return of Miesha Cupcake Tate. Now, Daryl, I'm going to present to you an argument. Well, the question that Terrell presented to me, which is that, hey, if Miesha Tate wins here, do you feel like she deserves a title shot?
Absolutely not. Absolutely.
You see his face?
He mad you even asked him this question.
I know. I heard her say this like 2 days ago about if I win, I'm only like 2 shots or 1 shot away from a title.
Mm-hmm.
You look at that whole division. That division is right now standstill, dead quiet, no activity. Just wait for Amanda Nunes to drop down, defend her title, go right back up, or figure out she's gonna retire or not. That division is just face Holly Holm. After this, face Holly Holm. But at the same time, like I had to look at this girl, like the person she's facing. Like I looked at her, and like at this point, like does Miesha really have it like she used to have it? Like her winning ability, like she faced like someone that I didn't even know last time and won that fight barely. So like, no, I'm not even with Miesha Tate this one. I'm going against her. I'm going with my gut. I like my gut chances.
Oh, upset special, baby. He's picking against Miesha Tate. I didn't see it happening. I thought for sure the heart was gonna get him there, Mace. I thought he was like, Miesha's got one more in her.
Miesha got like 2 kids, right? Does she have 2 kids or 1 kid?
I believe 2.
Yeah, it's 2.
Terrell about to be mad at you. You picking against his girl. I'm gonna tell him too. I'm gonna tell him. I'm gonna gas him up. I'm telling him, hey, that Daryl was out here saying your girl ain't got it no more.
Nope, she ain't the cupcake she used to be. That's what I'm saying. Man.
Oh goodness.
I can't believe she said that though. She really did. She had so much confidence in what she said too. That was the crazy thing about it, because she hasn't even faced a dangerous fighter in the bantamweight division since she even came back. She's facing these one-offs like I beat Sarah McMahon type people. Like,
well, don't you have to though? I mean, didn't Connor already just drop the playbook on how to bypass all
when
the
did Connor have a
fucking?
warm-up fight?
I would
A
say, but
warm-up
yeah,
fight.
exactly, because he dropped the playbook on how to just bypass all the bullshit and make your way into a fight that you ain't supposed to. So yeah,
I'm just saying.
get out there, whoop somebody's ass that you're supposed to whoop, and start talking shit.
Can't get
I'm just-
warm-up fights when you're 7 in the rankings.
I'm just saying, Daryl. I'm just saying. Ain't you the one that always talking about how they gotta go out here and promote themselves and be calling people out? Weren't you just 3 weeks ago? Weren't you just telling me about how, oh man, I need people to call out more people, and I need them to talk more? What wasn't that just you? Wasn't that you?
Yes, that was me. But everybody made sense. Misha did not make no sense.
Oh,
And when you promote yourself, you have to have some sight of a reality about it. Like this
No,
is,
you don't. Connor ain't got no. There's no sense of sanity when this man talks about who he wants to fight.
there is no sanity what this man has taught, but he is the biggest draw in the UFC, so that counteracts it. Misha Tate is not really a draw like that. This is just
until she started talking shit to the right person.
And who's the right person?
I don't know, but she gonna start talking shit until somebody talk back.
Well, let's hope. Let's hope.
I mean, like I said, Conor McGregor wouldn't, like, his shit talking wouldn't be nothing if people didn't chirp back at him. Like, if nobody was like, yeah, bro, I whoop your ass, it wouldn't mean shit. Yeah. So I mean, all she got to do is keep talking until somebody talk back.
I can't disagree with anything he's saying there. It as unfortunate as it is the position that we're in, there's a reason why Triller is able to put on another event this weekend where they're having Frank Mir fight and fighting in some triangle ring now, right? And all this other stuff. There's a reason why.
Triangle. There's a triangle ring.
Oh, you didn't see? Hold on. I so while I'm trying to explain this, I will also pull it up for you. So
we're breaking all the rules.
Yes. Yes. So here's the thing, right? So Frank Mir is supposed to be fighting, but apparently it's in like a triangle. It's like a triangle ring instead of
They can't
hold
even
on,
get
I'm trying to find it.
A hexagon.
I can understand that. A hexagon.
No, it's a triangle.
They cold-blooded.
Hold on, let me.
That is cold-blooded.
Because I have the card right here, but I'm just trying to get a picture of the of the ring, right? But to the point I was trying to make, right? So yes, the one thing Triller has showed us is that if you're just willing to go out here and talk really, really crazy, right? You're going to be able to get a fight that you have no business doing. Like a lot of these guys. I mean, think about this. You have Frank Mir coming in the fight, right? And yet that wasn't enough. So now you're doing a whole nother gimmick. But the thing is that you're gonna make a whole bunch of money. Okay, here. So I will put it up here so all of our listeners can see this here. Hold on, let me drag this out because I don't want them to have to see us here. Boom. Oh, God dang it. No, I wanted half screen. Thank you. Sorry, people. I know you guys are hearing me say this and you're like, what the hell is this guy talking about right now? But I'm just trying to
that blows my mind. There's no space.
Yeah. Okay. Images. There we go.
Look at him being old fancy pants.
Bro, what are you talking about?
Oh, fancy technology, nigga. Look at him.
Like, I'm just trying to show you guys so you can see it because it's ridiculous. It's like, it's so absurd that they're even fighting in this. Okay, gotcha, people. Present now my entire screen. There we go. All right. So we got that. It should be popping up. So for everybody on the YouTube, you guys can see it. So this is the ring.
Get this nut madness out of here.
Get this
Get this-
nonsense out
Get
of here,
this.
bro. What
Get this.
the
Get this.
fuck?
Someone just thought of an idea. Let's have a triangle ring. Just throw a lot of lights and call it a day. Yeah, this is stupid.
Throw
So
some neons on that thing. We good. Got the
Hey,
red, white, and blue. You know, America. You know,
Hey, we don't have to cut the freaking ring off no more. We can just back them up in a corner.
like imagine, bro. Imagine, like, are they gonna stop the fight when a motherfucker hit the fucking ropes? Like when your boy get caught in the he just going like, is that like a pullback? Is this like a boxing type deal? Where you, okay, bro, but man in the corner, back the fuck up. Let him get back.
I can't-
like what happens in that situation? Like,
when is this happening?
that's a whole last fucking.
That is next weekend. It is on 11/27. I'm sorry. I thought it was this weekend, but it's next weekend. I apologize for that mistake there.
Oh my goodness.
That is ridiculous.
This is. They might as well put this for the Jake Paul fight. They might as well. I guarantee you he'll lose in that. throw it right in the corner. You wouldn't have to worry about hanging on the ropes so long. Oh, this is horrible.
That is the same card, just for perspective for everyone. That is the same card that the other Paul brother is gonna fight. What's his name? Goodness
Logan's
gracious.
facing somebody?
I believe so. Hold on, let me pull up the whole card because it's such a.
That's wild, bro. I gotta take a sip on that one, bro.
Okay, so here you go. This card actually has your name written all over it, Daryl. So
Great.
you got Frank Mir versus Kubrat Pulev, right? You got Alexander Flores versus Matt Mitrione, and then you got Michael Seals versus Mike Perry. This has got your name written and all over it. And they're closing out the night with a Metallica performance.
Them boys said, "Fuck it, bro."
Mia's in the building. Mia's in the building. Yeah. Thought you had the door locked though.
I did.
I told you, bro. She's a little terrorist, dog. You can't.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Oh, sorry for those that aren't watching on YouTube right now. Daryl's daughter just walked into the room and we totally called him out because he thought he had the door all locked. He was like, "Oh yeah, I'm secured here. Ain't nobody gonna get in." And me and Mace told him, "Watch Mia come up in there. Watch."
You know what, Mace? You go with this card before I come back.
Man, listen, dog. This is I mean, hey, like I said, they found a way to put on a spectacle, to say the least. I think more people are intrigued by the ring, by people's ring presence. Like how are they going to control the ring in a triangle? Like, are people's main objective is going to be to back somebody into that corner? Because there's really no way out. The way it looks, I mean, once you're there, unless there's some sort of ref stop, unless there's like a, "Hey, bro, break it up, get back to the middle." What do you do in that situation? You're done for.
Well, you know what's going to happen in the Frank Mir fight. The Frank Mir fight, plain out and simple, is Frank's about to try and get that man down as soon as he can and grab on to something, probably like an Achilles or something, and be like, heel hook. But we know Frank ain't trying to stand on his feet and fight at this point.
No,
like that's not happening. That's not
Frank
happening.
Frank don't want to get punched in the face no more.
Nah, he good, bro. He good on that one. But Daryl, so in this actual card, I know I was calling it totally like he's got your name written all over it, but I was saying it jokingly. Is there actually a fight in this card that interests you at all between the three?
Not Fat Frank Mir, no. No Chin Perry, no. What's the main event?
The Frank Mir fight is the main event.
Frank Mir is the main event.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That is correct.
Who's the co? Mike Perry?
The co-main event is Alexander Flores versus Matt Mitrione.
Okay, a bunch of UFC rejects. I got you. Okay, this is what this is. Yep. You can pay me $5. I wouldn't even bet my wallet on this card. I definitely bet on against all the UFC fighters. I'll definitely win all my money back. Yes, 100%. There is no way that I will ever look at this and say this is entertaining. This is not. Like the fact that Mike Perry went over there because he can't beat nobody in the UFC. That's proven. He has fell off dramatically. I don't care what hand you have. You know what? Blueface has a better looking out than half the people on this card, and you can't even say no to me because he actually won his fight. Go ahead.
Word, bro. Blueface.
Yes.
Word. That's what
DDG and Blueface win they fights more than Mike Perry and Frank Mir, and they're professional fighters.
When you fight a bunch of dudes who should be at the local sock hop instead of in a ring, of course you're gonna get wins. Okay, all right, okay. When you fighting some bum off the street, some dude that was walking down the street and it was like, "Hey, you want to make some money?" I mean, you should win.
You should, but how many fights that we looked at Mike Perry and he said he should win that fight? And
man, Mike Perry. No, hold on, whoa, stop now. I thought Mike Perry was trash from jump. I thought he was going back to UFC. You could go back in years of show. I was not rocking with Mike Perry, bro. So no, we ain't gonna do this weed thing. You thought he was good, not me.
Hey, I had confidence in the platinum one, but he became freaking silver Perry. That's what he became.
As soon as he said his name was Mike Platinum Perry, I was like, oh yeah, you know you about to get trashed. You ain't even got a good nickname. I already know what this is, baby. It's over with.
Oh man, I'm shocked at how the co is, honestly. Matt Mitrione, wasn't he in Bellator? He just literally
he was in UFC. Well, yeah, he was in UFC, then he went to Bellator. But he's gotten beaten up over and over. At this point, Matt Mitrione's record is 13-9.
He's just donating his body for a paycheck, bro. That's that is, dog. You know what this is, bro. At some point, these dudes are like, you know what, man? I've been beat up enough to where I can handle myself getting my ass whooped. Let me get paid to get my ass whooped.
You know the sad thing. The only time I even think of this guy is when his eye was almost like a freaking balloon. Oof. When he had that fight in UFC, and it was just like it was so disgusting. And I'm like, ugh. Like that's the only time I recognize his name. Like I associate that with that. No fights, nothing.
Yeah, I don't blame you on that. I have nothing for Matt Mitrione besides to say that, hey, my dude must really need that money at this point. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, that's pretty much all I can really think on that.
Donate his body for a paycheck.
The way Mace puts it makes it sound so much worse.
It's just, I feel him. I know it's like the money's good, but you have to think about your lives. Like I know Mike Perry just had a kid. I know he ain't right in the head. We all know that. But that check, boy. Next we're gonna hear like probably in 3 months from now, we're gonna hear Tyron Woodley versus what's his face? I forgot.
Well, no, you know he gonna fight Paul again, right?
No, he ain't. He got turned down.
Hey, bet you he ends up fighting him again. That's all the build-up game, baby.
Is that the end result? Is that the end result after the Fury fight? Like if Fury actually wins?
Of course, he's gonna fight him. He's gonna fight Jake again. You already know what's going to happen. He's going to fight him again because what's going to happen is Jake's going to play the game of, oh, yeah, I'm going to duck and dodge you for a little bit to build up promotion. And then at some point next year, we're going to see them fight again. And then that'll be the end of that. And then it'll be another payday because then there'll be another guy from MMA that's like, hey, Jake Paul, I can kick your butt.
No one wants to see that fight.
Hey, I don't disagree. I ain't say I want to see it. All I'm telling you is just the reality of what's going to happen. Look, for as much as I do not like the Paul brothers, I do have to say they chose the role of being trolls, and they are masters of it.
You gotta stick what you're good at. And Tyrone needs to stick where he's good at. Trying to rap.
No, bro, no.
Hey,
I bet you've been out there bumping that R-Truth album hard, haven't you? I bet you've been bumping it, haven't you?
You know what? R-Truth is a good rapper. I can't even say that.
Hey, shout out to my man R-Truth though, because look, he spit bars better than a lot of these dudes that's out here claiming they rappers nowadays. So hey, shout outs to you, R-Truth, man. You know what I mean? I know some people probably knock you for it, but he put out. I will say this. I'm not gonna tell you blow smoke up your ass and tell you that it was good. It was some great monumental album, but as far as a cohesive album that it sounds like it goes together and is quality sounding, yes, absolutely. He nailed that. So I have to give him his credit for that, because there's plenty of like I said, rappers now that want to tell you that they got all this super high production level and all this other shit, and then you listen to it and it's like, oh, this is all just ABC music, raps, beats, everything. It's all just ABC, as easy as 1, 2, 3. That's all it is. So, but God, I totally got myself sidetracked there fucking with him about R-Truth. Boy, I had to. Like, God, I had to. I got myself real sidetracked there. But speaking of people thinking that they can just say whatever they want to say and that there is no consequences, that's a lie, because our man Mace calls him out for it. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Mace's Madness.
So, as most of our other sports aficionados know, that these taunting penalties are a bunch of bullshit. It's ridiculous, dog. Ryan Clark said it best, man. I'll start there. These athletes, they spend hours or days recovering, watching film, practicing, all this other stuff, rehab, like everything. Even on their days off, these guys are watching film, rehabbing, all of this just to be great for 8 to 10 seconds. And you tell these dudes to hold that in after you didn't watched 36 hours of film, found out what they do in one formation for one play, and you get that shit right and win the play, and you trying to tell me I can't stare nobody down? Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. I stare people down on Xbox and they can't see shit. And you're trying to tell me that I can't look my fucking victim in the eye after I just whooped his ass? No. Fuck out of here. Get out of here, man. I mean, it's ruining the excitement of the play. Like, if I don't want to see nobody fucking tackle somebody for a 5-yard loss and just fucking walk back to the huddle. Who the fuck wants to do that, bro? Celebrate, do something. Give me something, turn the light switch, do something. It's ridiculous, man. They're keeping teams that, I mean, every week you see it, bro. Somebody gets a taunting penalty and their drive keeps going. They go down, the score changes the course of the game, or a penalty they get yards taken from them after they just broke you for 35, 40 yards. Oh, bam, come back 15. Can't do that shit no more. Like, what the fuck is that? Who decided that you can't taunt on a motherfucker after you just broke him off on the crispiest route you could have imagined? Like, oh man, it's fucking ridiculous. And then you got, I'm coming for you, bro. Matt Nagy out there. We got families and kids watching. We got to set a good example. Shut your ass up. The examples that you need to be setting is that if you do everything right and figure some shit out, you can celebrate. If you do everything right and are rewarded for being right, fucking celebrate. Oh man. I mean, it even in college, bro, it's everywhere. I just cannot stand it. That just really grinds my gears, man.
Well, what I can say is, first off, fuck you, Matt Nagy is not my guy. Okay, all right. Okay, let's start right there. Okay, we didn't talk about this. The name of my fantasy team is Fire Nason Pace and Nagy. I don't want either of those clowns. You can keep both of them. So that ain't my man's. But to your point that you were talking about, 100% agree with you. Could not agree with you more. I'm not someone who generally speaks in hyperbole about things, right? Or be real hyperbolic about anything. But stuff like that ruins the game. When you're penalizing guys for showing energy and showing excitement for making a play, you are ruining the game, because that's not even in the spirit of the rule, right? Even if you want to have the spirit of the rule saying, basically, you just don't want people getting in another guy's face and really just outright taunting them in their face hardcore because you're trying to avoid physical confrontation. Cool. I can get with that. But like what happened in that Bears-Steelers game, that's absurd. We're watching week after week too. Guys are such benign things that we've watched in the NFL for the entire history of it. Guys just talking to each other, talking trash. We're watching referees throwing flags, and it's changing the outcomes of games.
Like, I can't remember what game it was, but a guy scores a touchdown, gets up, spins the ball, and there's a defender within like 2 feet of him taunting. What the fuck is that?
Changing the outcomes of games. People are, look, they always want to talk about having integrity in the results. This is a real easy way that they're messing up the integrity of how people view the games and the results of these games, because we're watching week in and week out, at least one game a week, that the referees are really changing the game with bad calls, with calls that don't make sense. So can't disagree with you. But ladies and gentlemen, go ahead, Daryl.
We got sensitive flags on the play. That's all.
Like I said, bro, if I put in X amount of hours to be good for 8 seconds, and you're trying to tell me I can't stare you down, I'm angry. I'm angry on the inside.
Hey, look, I feel you, bro. I feel you. I think it's patently outrageous. It's hurt my team multiple times this year, so you know how I feel on that. But as we tell you each and every week, ladies and gentlemen, that is taking a trip into the mind of a madman with Mace's madness. So we all got some things that we actually have on the docket today here. So we, unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, are going to cut you shorter than normal, but we're about to get to these NFL picks. We did have a little bit more that I wanted to get to, but we all have stuff to do. We got stuff on the docket. Mace is having to go to another wedding this weekend, which, by the way,
if you will see the video of this, you see my face. I am... I ain't gonna say no. I'm not gonna put no words behind that, but
I'm glad. I'm glad.
Angry face. But yeah, he's got a wedding that he's got to go to this weekend, which we're gonna post you a picture of how clean Mace looks in his suit, so everybody can see how good he looks when he dresses up. You know, Mace, he cleans up all right for himself. You know, he does all right.
Yeah.
At least he don't be dressing like a clown coming to a wedding like one of our friends, Mace.
And a goddamn turtleneck.
That friend supports this show. I love you, brother. I ain't gonna call you by name, but come on, baby. Come on. You a grown man. You can't be showing up to your wedding in a turtleneck.
Do y'all own turtlenecks?
I got one.
I don't own one. It don't get cold enough down here for a damn turtleneck.
hey, apparently to some people down there it does, man. But we have got a pretty decent slate of games this week. We've got some games that are of consequence for quite a few different teams. And quite a few of these games are must wins for a lot of these teams at this point, because if you want to end up making the playoffs or, even just turning your season around to where you feel like you finished on a good note, you got to start winning games now. So we've already saw this week the Patriots and the Falcons play. Everybody on the show here picked the Patriots. Nobody was drunk enough to pick the Falcons. None of us want to lose purposely. So
didn't at the end of that game they put Rosen in and another quarterback just randomly? It was like, here, bro, get out there. You got it.
Bruh, it was a whole mess. By the end of the game, Josh Rosen and Felipe Franks had both been in the game and at least attempted one pass, and they both had thrown one interception.
Did someone get fired that Thursday game? Did someone get fired?
I mean, I feel like they
fire somebody.
I feel like they was trying to fire Matt Ryan, 19-28, 153, and 2 interceptions. They were like, all right, we had enough of this.
You should fire someone for getting a donut instantly. Good donut.
Somebody got to go. Somebody. But that whole coaching staff is probably close to getting cleared out at the end of the year. So, that one was fairly obvious. Their season has gone exactly as me and Mace predicted, which is they might win a couple of games that they probably shouldn't, but the totality of their season is going to be a team that's well under 500, and that is more than underway right now with that team being 4-6. So yeah, they're going to finish this season probably maybe with 5 or 6 wins at max. But we've got some big games, and let's start with this is a big game for actually both of these teams. One team is trying to maintain control of their division, and the other team is just trying to get the ship righted right now so they can potentially have a playoff appearance this year. We got Ravens at Bears. I'd like to call this the game that Smoke hates on both quarterbacks that are here because they can throw the ball and run. So Mace, I'm gonna finish last on this one, so I'll let you and Daryl go ahead. So Mace, who you got? Bears, Ravens.
I'm gonna go with the Ravens here, but I do think that Fields will probably have his best game to date. The Ravens secondary, it seems like the injuries are finally starting to catch back up with them. Their secondary does not seem all that good at this point. It seems like they're hanging on enough to win games, but the secondary seems to be the Achilles for that defense, which is so I expect Justin Fields to have a field day. See what I did there? But ultimately, I think from the entirety of that game, I think the Ravens will find a way to get the win.
Daryl, Ravens at Bears. Who you got?
I got Ravens. I think that's the more confident team to put in your wallet right there. I don't think the Bears are going to win. Sorry.
I ain't mad at you because I'm going Ravens here too. I agree with the stuff that May said, though. I think this is an easy opportunity for Justin Fields to continue to have growth and potentially have a very big game on offense because that defense is bad. But the Ravens, their offense seemed to have found its stride. Everybody seems to really understand what their role is now. They're incorporating Bateman more and more each week. And the more that he gets involved in that offense, the better that they're going to be, because now with Marquise Brown really seeming to finally understand that, hey, wait a minute, all I have to do is be able to give you the stutter and then go, and I can set you up. I just have to make it look like I'm actually about to break in or out and then go, right? Not the, hey, I'm running, let me slow down for a second like I'm going to slow down, and then I'll run past you. Like, no, nobody's following for that. You actually have to make it look like you're going on a break, Marquise. Okay, now that he's doing things like that, he's getting a lot more big plays for them. He seems to be catching the ball more consistently. The Bears are going to be without Khalil Mack again. For those that didn't see it, Khalil Mack is now going to be out for the season. He's going to have the foot surgery that he has probably needed since he hurt his foot in week 1 or 2. So they're shutting Mack down, which is a pretty clear sign to me that they know that this is not a playoff team and that the Bears are not pretty much even if everything shook out right, I don't think they have the faith that between the coaching staff and the holes that are still on the team that they can cover up enough to even make a real playoff run. At this point, I'm just looking, as a Bears fan, I'm just looking for improvement from Justin Fields week after week. That's all I want to see. He's been doing it. He's been improving week after week after week. So as long as we can continue to see that, then I will be happy with pretty much no matter how the record ends up coming out this year, because, hey, at this point, I've already accepted the team's not a playoff team. It sucks for that to be the case, right? Because we do have enough talent to where we probably should be at least be a team that's real, where we feel like it's a real competition in the playoffs. But unfortunately, our coaching staff, especially our head coach, is a jackass. So can't win many games with the jackass as a head coach. But moving forward here, we have got two teams that are really, really fighting for their season. Well, one team's fighting for their season, and the other team is just trying to make sure that they maintain a hold on the division. Packers at Vikings. Mace, who you got?
I'm gonna go with the upset here, man. I got the Vikings, man. You know, it's always like mid-season.
Dude, what is with you and Kirk Cousins, bro?
Bro, no, dog. Listen, bro. It always feels like the Vikings are going to make that stride forward, and then Kirk Cousins just kind of gives up at the end of the season. But this is like mid-stride for them. Like this is where the Vikings look good. I mean, it seems like it happens every year where like mid-season they look really good and then they just fall off. So I'm picking them to look really good.
Daryl, Packers and Vikings. Who you got?
I think Vikings gets it.
Oh my God. Have y'all been drinking this morning?
I'm saying that because it might be one of those close, tight games and just going to be, you know what? How about this? I'll pick the Vikings, but I think they're only going to win by like field goals range. That's my pick. Field goal range. That's it. I'm not even going to say it.
Y'all both drunk as hell. Y'all both drunk as hell.
Like you was with Max Holloway.
Whoa. I was drunk with Max. Whoa, sir. It was not drunk with Max. I don't know what you talking about. You just mad because you don't give him the love that you want to give him. I don't sit here and be fawning all over Max Holiday like all these other dudes do. Oh, he's so great. He's so great. Yeah, he's real great, but he's hurt all the time. So what the hell does that mean? Like, you know what your greatest skill is? Availability, and his availability skill sucks. Okay, so whatever, bro. Get out of my face with Max Holloway. Had enough. But I ain't even going. Y'all both drunk as hell. The Packers about to blow them out. Okay, it's about to be a blowout tomorrow. Okay, all right, you heard me here. I can't believe this dude actually really picked it. He just wanted to hop on there and get drunk. He just wanted to gas me up right now. That is, man.
We got it, Mace. We know what we talking about.
Go, baby.
No, you don't. Y'all drunk as hell. All right. So moving forward here, though. We've got Colts at Bills. Mace, the Bills have been so up and down this year, so I'm not sure what to make of them. And the Colts have been about what we expected. I mean, Carson Wentz has maybe played a little bit better than we thought he would, but it's not like he really is like balling out of control or anything like that. So Colts at Bills. Mace, who you got?
This is like a toss-up game to me, man. I think this one will go either way, but I'm going to go with the Colts just because they have an offensive identity. It's, Jonathan Taylor, he's number 2 in rushing, but that's only because it would be like a far number 2 if Derrick Henry was playing. But right now, currently he's number 2 in rushing. You know what I'm saying? He's looking really good, and if that game is close, then I think the Colts are gonna squeak out a victory.
Daryl, Colts at Bills. Who you got?
I got Bills. I got confidence.
Oh, you got confidence in Josh Allen and that up and down team right now?
Hey, up and down team can be up today, tomorrow, technically.
They're all the way up. I'm inclined to agree with you here, Daryl. Unfortunately, I don't trust either of these teams particularly, but I think the Bills are just a more talented team, and it seems like Stephon Diggs is finally actually getting going for them. So I'm going to have to go with the Bills here. All right, but moving forward here, we have got the 04 Lions, and we've got the lowly Cleveland Browns. And the reason why I call them lowly is just because, come on, baby, y'all out here. You see, look, all that Baker Mayfield hype that y'all wanted to do after one game where he actually didn't play all that great. Y'all wanted to hype him up. What he come around to do? Drop a stinker. So, pretty sure Amia Mace have been proven correct. They don't need to pay Baker Mayfield. He ain't nothing more than average, but they probably going to pay his dumb ass anyway and get caught in a trick box. So, Lions at the lowly Cleveland Browns.
I'm going Cleveland Browns.
One thing. That defense, Mace, that secondary, all that talent they got, them boys should be ashamed of their damn self.
I got to go with Cleveland here still, though, even though we trash him. I think Chubb comes back. I think he's been activated. I mean, I wish the Lions would get a dub at some point, but obviously I've been proven wrong. Going with them, you ain't gonna catch me. Ain't gonna catch me this time, baby. Cleveland.
Hey, look, if you want to be honest, if Jared Goff didn't lose his mind, you would have been right last week. Like, Jared Goff just lost his mind in the overtime. Like, fourth quarter overtime, it was like, dog, what happened? This is what Smoke was talking about with us for years, man. This is exactly what he was talking about. So, yeah, unfortunately, I'm not picking the Lions. I'm just telling you now. So it's Browns for me. Daryl, who you got here? If you pick the Lions, I'm gonna tell you are super drunk right now. I'm telling you that right away. I understand.
Look, he was about to. He was about to, bro. Look at it. He want to.
Wish there was a Bible here so I could just say, "Hey, I'm picking the Lions." No, I'm picking the Lions. I'm serious.
Oh
I think this is the bet I was waiting for right here. Them Lions. This is what I was waiting for. This is the time. It's the time. Gambling is too rough.
I don't understand what's wrong with him. He likes to lose money, apparently, is what I'm hearing, Mace. He's like, here, take my money, casino. Take my money, DraftKings. I don't need this.
Come on, it's the Browns, the Lions. Like, what throwaway bag is that? Honestly, like, come on now. It's a toss up.
I can't fault him because for most of our lives, fellas, it was flip a coin. Who's gonna win? I don't know. So
you can like tell me enough players on that team to say, hey, Lions could actually win this one. You know?
No, I can't. No, I cannot, sir. Hey, I don't. You might want to take a look at that roster. You can be like, who the hell are these guys? I'm just being real with you. But moving forward here.
Is it like when you look at Madden, you look at the roster, you just have a black label, they don't have the picture of them?
Yeah, no, straight up. It's a whole bunch of them dudes on the roster. except for their offensive line. Basically, everybody else on that roster is that, okay? Just a made up
black silhouette.
Black silhouette, that default one. Oh, that's so bad.
It's so real, though. It's so real. All right, moving forward here, we have got the Washington football team at Carolina. Now, Carolina has gotten a little spark there from Cam Newton last week, but do you feel like it's going to continue on this week? So we're going to start over here with my man Daryl just to see where his head's at here. Daryl, who you got? Washington football team at Carolina, and it is looking like Cam Newton is going to be the starting quarterback for the game this week.
Cam. Did I like you when you was on the Patriots? No. You think you're going to do better? Maybe. I say I'll go with Panthers. Let's go. I'll go with Panthers. Yep. I'll go with Panthers this week. Yep.
I like
I'll
it.
go with them.
I like it. Mace, who you got?
I got Panthers in this one. I think that the football team, their offense is so inept that it's regardless of what happens, a low scoring game, or if for whatever reason Cam unlocks the speed on that offense with those receivers, whatever the case may be, man, I got the Panthers here.
He's gonna look like he has no trust in Washington. He's trying not to talk real greasy about Washington right now. I can see he's like, I ain't got nothing nice to say, so I'm gonna just shh. Yeah, this one's pretty easy for me here. I'm rolling with the Panthers. The Washington football team is just not any good at this point. Well, don't let me say that. They have some good pieces there, but as far as putting it all together to get consistent wins, I don't see that happening, especially now with Chase Young going out. Even though even though his production, like his numbers hadn't been the same, he had been facing a lot more double teams, which is freeing up things for other guys. So he was still having an effect that was positive on their defense, but he's out now. Heineke has kind of shown that I don't think he's a starting quarterback in this league because he's too prone to potentially throw a really, really bad pass, right? But he's shown that, hey, if you need him for like 4 games because your starter's out, he can get you through in 4 games, probably with a positive record. He can get you through there with a 3-1, 4-0 record, so but I just don't believe in the Washington football team at this point. But moving forward here, this next game should be pretty easy for everyone here. Texans at Titans. Mace, who you got?
I got the Titans here, man. I don't know. It's weird because like they keep losing players, but they just seem to have figured out how they want to play offense, and the defense is actually looking really good. Or maybe not the defense as a total, but Kevin Byard has he's really stepped his game up, and he is like the heart and soul of that defense. And as he goes, that defense seems to gain confidence as he makes plays. So yeah, Titans.
I'd agree with that. Daryl, who you got here? Texans at Titans.
Titans.
Yeah, this is easy. The Texans, dumpster fire. Titans are at least a competitive team. Very easy. Now we've got one team who just is coming off of a big win and punching Smoke's team in the mouth again for the 5th time in a row, which at this point, once you've lost to a team 5 times in a row, you just got to say they own you. And unfortunately, those Jimmy G 49ers seem to own the Rams. Unfortunately for Smoke, that is. Fortunate for me, I get to laugh at it because he always wants to laugh by Aaron Rodgers. Guess what? At least the team we get owned by is Aaron Rodgers. You get owned by somebody who's basically Kirk Cousins. He's just prettier. That's all he is. Jimmy G and Kirk Cousins are the same quarterback.
He's West Coast Kirk.
Yeah, exactly, baby. That's it. You got Kirk in the Midwest and you got him out in the West, baby. That's it. But regardless, the 49ers are coming off of that big win, and they are facing a Jacksonville team who I don't think any of us has any faith in. So, Mace, 49ers at Jacksonville, who you got?
49ers. Yeah, I expect another big outing from Deebo Samuel. I don't know what to say about him. I mean, they have figured out how to get him the ball and be effective.
Yeah, I'm in 100% agreement there with you, and I think this is a game for Ayuk to really go off to because it seems like he's finally out of the doghouse with Shanahan, the doghouse that he should have never been in, but it looks like he's finally out of there, and with Kittle being back now too, they have all their major offensive pieces currently in place. offensive line is still relatively healthy outside of McGlinchey. I believe that's how you say his name, last name.
I don't know. Yeah,
Right
I don't know how
tackle,
to say his name.
Mike
but
McGlinchey. I think
Yeah.
that's how you say it. But yeah, the 49ers are clearly a better team than the Jags, so they better not lose. So I'm going 49ers. Daryl, who you got here?
You better not lose. I think Jaguars might do it. I know I'm crazy. I'm sorry. I just feel like all the bad teams are gonna win this week. That's all. That's how I feel.
Okay. So he says that. Let's see what he says on this next one, Mace, because I don't buy his shit on this. Saints at Eagles. Daryl, who you got?
Saints.
Oh yeah, right. But the Eagles are the worst team here. You said the bad teams is gonna win this week.
I said no matter what, even if the Eagles was freaking 8-2, I'm not picking the Eagles. It's not happening.
Oh God.
I had to hear Eagles fans all my life. You think I want to pick them anymore? Like, no, I don't want to do it. It's toxic over here.
I see. This man really has a hate for Philly. This is wild, bro. This is so wild. I'm gonna have to find ways to keep pushing that button, Mace. I'm gonna have to find ways.
Figure it out.
All right, so Mace, who you got here? Saints at Eagles.
I'm actually gonna go with the Eagles here. I don't know, man. It's weird. Like the Saints should be better than what they are, but they're not. I mean,
they've been chipping out the wins. They've been chipping wins. Chipped against Tampa Bay, chipping.
But they always play Tampa Bay well, though. I don't think that's a
division games are weird.
Yeah,
that's. I mean, for goodness sake, the Lions traditionally play the Packers pretty tough, but they end up losing. You know what I mean? So it doesn't.
Like I said, I'm just gonna go with the Eagles here. I think that the strength of the Saints defense is kind of it's a non-factor in this game because the Eagles are so reliant on Jalen Hurts that the thing that makes the Saints defense so good is that they can get a lot of teams in third and long situations because of those first and second down run plays where the Saints just always seem to have people's number. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I mean, I just got to go with the Eagles here. I think that they're going to catch that secondary napping because, I mean, we all know Lattimore tends to nap when there isn't a big matchup for him. And this is going to be one of those games where he doesn't respect the offensive talent on the other end and probably gets caught napping, and it'll be too late by the time he turns it on.
Yeah, I'm going to have to go with the Eagles here. The Saints defense is good against non-mobile quarterbacks. We know Jalen Hurts got them wheels. And it seems him and Devontae Smith have developed a connection now, and they seem like they're on the same page. And the offensive coordinator has finally figured out, hey, maybe we should hand the ball off to Miles Sanders sometimes. So with those things being in place now, I'm going to have to go with the Eagles here. But moving forward here, we have got two teams fighting for their lives right now. Both of them are in kind of similar positions. Bengals at Raiders. Mace, who you got?
Oh man, this is tough. The Raiders, they're weird. Like they do a lot of things well as a team. Like they do a lot of things that you would make them, that you would believe that they would be a really good team. Like the way they play defense, you would assume that they'd have a lot easier times in games, especially with the running back like Jacobs. But man, I'm just gonna go with the Bengals here. I think that
he said, I knew it. He said all of that about the Raiders to then pick the Bengals. I knew it was coming.
Oh man, I trust the Bengals offense to produce more than I trust the Raiders defense to stop them.
Yep, I have no faith in the Raiders. I'm going Bengals here. The Bengals are just a more talented team in my book here, and they, I know they had that tough loss a couple weeks ago, but I think that it's again that was a division game, and division games can sometimes come out with very weird results. So, gonna have to go with the Bengals here. Daryl, who you got here? Bengals at Raiders.
I got Bengals. I'm not
Yeah,
picking
see,
Raiders.
nobody was drunk today on that one. All right, so let's see how drunk Mace is right now, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see. Is he still fully drunk off that cowboy Kool-Aid? Mace, Cowboys at Chiefs. Who you actually hold on. Daryl, who you got? We're gonna let Mace end it on this one. Daryl, who you got?
They going with them Chiefs. No Cowboys.
Should have seen Mace's face turn at this man like, word. Look, the Chiefs may have just gotten a big victory, and they do seem like they are in a better position than they were earlier in the season. But I'm sorry, I still do not believe in that defense, and that defense is going up against one of the more talented offensive teams in the NFL. Even with Amari Cooper being out now with coronavirus, that don't matter, because at the end of the day, the Cowboys still have that offensive line. They still got Dak. They still got Zeke, CD, and Gallup. And what's his name? Blake Jarwin. He still had a good year too. So they have plenty of talent out there at this point. I'm going to have to go Cowboys here. And it's only because I think their defense can actually get some stops to where the Chiefs defense, that turnover last week was more on Deshaun Jackson than it was that the Chiefs are now, making big plays and causing turnovers again. That was Deshaun Jackson forgot how to run towards the end zone. So Mace, Cowboys at Chiefs. Who you got?
Just like I said earlier,
this man said like he don't know who the hell he picking. Stop! You better stop! You better stop and try to sell it. Come on, baby. Who you picking?
Look, of course I'm picking the Cowboys, bro. Like you just said, though. Like, whose defense do you trust to get a stop more? I mean, like you said, man, the Chiefs defense has picked it up the last few games, but at the end of the day, is that more of a product of who they were playing, or has the defense actually figured it out? Because, I mean, who was the threat in the games that they were playing?
Just say what you really wanted to say, Mace. Jordan Love stinks. Okay. And Derek Carr stinks too. You don't think either of those quarterbacks are actually particularly good. So it was more of a mirage than anything these last 2 weeks. Just say it. Stop trying to be all nice. Go on, just say it.
I mean, yeah, they trash. Do you want me to, do you want me to tell you, man? I mean, like, listen, this is gonna be a really good game. I don't think it's gonna be a shootout like people expect it to be, because there's gonna come to a point to where the Chiefs press, and we'll see those turnovers that have been haunting them all year. I gotta go with the Cowboys here. I think they can do more things on offense than the Chiefs can.
Yeah, definitely. All right. So we got 3 games left on the week here. So some of these should be pretty easy here. Cards at Seahawks. Mace, who you got here?
Actually got the Seahawks. Kyler Murray's a game time decision, and D-Hop is going to be out again for sure. Like I said, this is another division game, so I mean, it doesn't seem that strange to pick the Seahawks to win here.
Man, hell no. I don't trust the Seahawks. And did you see some of them passes that Russell Wilson missed last week? That finger is not fully right. It's just good enough for him to be out there on the field. It's not good enough for him to be playing at the Russell Wilson level that he needs to. I'm taking the Cards here. I don't care if Colt McCoy's starting again for him. They about to beat the Seahawks, bro. Daryl, who you got?
Yeah, I'm picking Cardinals, and I ain't that drunk.
I like it. I like it. All right. And then for the last two games of the week, we have got here, which will be Sunday Night Football, Steelers at Chargers. Two teams that they seem to have gotten everything going in the right direction. So, Mace, who you got?
I got the Chargers here to take control of the division. I think they will reestablish dominance, as we thought they would at the beginning here, as they showed at the beginning of the season. I would say, not that we thought. Obviously, I'm pretty sure we all figured the Chiefs would not stink on defense, but
Yeah.
But yeah, I got the Chargers in this one. I think that they are looking like the best team in that division here. So yeah.
Daryl, Steelers at Chargers. Who you got?
I got Chargers. I'm not picking Steelers.
Look, I don't know if Mason Rudolph starting this week, but even if he not, him and Ben Roethlisberger is about the same at this point. So Chargers, baby. And then for all of us, unfortunately, this is our Monday night football game. Giants at Bucks. Mace, who you got?
Bucks.
Daryl?
Bucks.
Yeah. This is pretty easy. Bucks got embarrassed last week. Tom Brady ain't about to let that happen 2 weeks in a row. Very, very easy game to call there in my mind. And so then that will take us to the conclusion of this week. And of course, we have to pick next week's games. And we have got three Thursday games, as it is Thanksgiving. So we'll knock these out kind of rapid fire here. So Bears at Lions. Mace, who you got?
Got the Bears.
Okay, Daryl, who you got?
Look at it. He about to do it. He about to do it. He about to do it.
Don't do it.
He about
Don't
to
do it, Daryl. I care about you. Don't do it.
Lions two picks back to back. I don't know. I think that's a good gamble.
Man. I don't know what to do to help him at this point, Mace.
AA meetings.
You got free cookies? Free cookies?
I had enough of you. Raiders at Cowboys. Mace, who you got?
I got the Cowboys.
Okay. Daryl, who you got?
Got Cowboys.
All right. Yeah, I'm taking Cowboys here too. Cowboys traditionally play pretty good on Thanksgiving, so I'm gonna go with the Cowboys here. And in case y'all didn't realize, yes, I am picking the Bears. I'll be damned if I pick the Lions over my team. Okay. I'll be damned. And then the last Thursday night game to close out Thanksgiving for everybody will be Bills at Saints. Mace, who you got?
Man, I'm gonna take the Bills in this one. I think they will, like I said, they're up and down. I think they will be up for this game. I don't really have much else other than the fact that they kind of they're a roller coaster team, and I think they will they'll be good in prime time here.
So this is going to end up being a short week game. I don't trust the Bills on a short week. I'm going to take the Saints. Daryl, who you got?
Yeah, I'm going to pick the Saints as well. But yeah, I can't up them on Sunday and then they going to be up 2 times. Nah, that ain't going to work. I'll pick the Saints.
Yeah, I don't know, Mace. That Bills team, it's like, look, they'll probably play really good tomorrow, right? And then Thursday night they're gonna.
Well, see, I got them going down tomorrow and going up. You know what I'm saying? Like the roller coaster is going downhill right now. It's gonna go back up on Thursday. That's where I'm at with that team, man.
Oh man, I can't blame you. They are who they are, and Josh Allen has shown why those of us who have some reservations about him, we have good reason to. But that is what we've got for you this week, ladies and gentlemen. Want to thank you for taking your time with us again this week. Make sure that you follow us on all the socials. Mace, drop the socials for all you people.
Go ahead. You can go ahead and follow me on Twitter at funky_Steph09. Hit me up on Instagram at Nindaime-sama, or just follow the Twitch, man. Twitch.tv/swaggymace. I will soon be having our YouTube channel linked to that as well. So,
Ooh, baby. Daryl, where can the people find you?
Alvarez Effect on Instagram and Twitter, and X Suicide Kills X on Twitch.
And of course, you guys already know you can find me everywhere at JSpan the Man. You're either going to see this pretty face right here, or you're going to see the ITC logo. More than likely, you'll see the ITC logo because I've pretty much changed all of my social media stuff to that logo. So you will probably see that, but make sure that you give us all a follow there. We all post different content. You guys are best served to probably follow me on Twitter if you want to follow what I'm doing, because that's the easiest place. That's probably where I post most at this point. But make sure you follow the Facebook page. It is Inside the Cage. You will see the logo on there. Just make sure you follow us, subscribe. We always post all of our new episodes there. Make sure you subscribe and follow the YouTube page. Give us a like, share it with everybody. Make sure you do the same with all the Spotify feeds, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, wherever you watch it. And of course, be on the look, because within the next 2 months, I'm hoping here, people, before the end of the year, we will have the ITC site fully up and functioning. So with all of that being said, we just want to thank you again for taking your time with us this week. And again, ladies and gentlemen, this is your favorite weekend and weekly sports show. It is ITC Sportsball.
Sportsball.
I was on cue this time.
I like it.